wonder. Yeah, hey. Oh, yo. Hello, guys. Welcome back today. Julius Malema. So I said, no one can defeat Black Nation. We defeated apartheid. So no one can destroy us. No one can destroy a Black nation. When I say Black nation, I talk about Black people, especially in South Africa, especially AfriForum. This the speech for my president, Julius Malema, to say like no one can destroy a Black nation. They try, man. They tried during apartheid. They tried with all they have to destroy a Black nation, but we were standing. We were standing. We were standing, so like no one can defeat a Black nation. Today, the whole Africa, the whole South Africa is going to be red. Red meaning the t-shirt we are wearing, they represent EFF. Listen to this guy. Like, let me do this. Let me say this. Respectfully, no one is attacked. This is an open discussion. I know others are going to feel like they're attacked because of Black Nation. They're standing, so like no one will touch our leader, Julius Malema. It's like no one will touch our leader, Julius Malema. Let's get this.
No,
I don't like the music, guys. When you're reacting, this music of song.
You will never defeat the power of a Black nation.
Fact. He said they will never defeat the power of a Black nation. You can do as you please. But no one can defeat the power of a Black child. No one. Not you, not AfriForum, not okay. What is this? Come on. No one can defeat that. No one.
No one can defeat the power of a Black nation.
They will see today what Julius means saying when he said no one will defeat the power of a Black nation. They will see it today, because today is a big day where like we've been waiting for to show how strong AFF is.
Not even the army can defeat a power of a Black nation.
Man, we are blessed, Dr. Julius Malema. We are blessed to have Julius Malema in Africa. I know like other people, they say like, we wish we have someone like this. But you guys have a special thing ever.
No army can defeat a Black nation. We defeated apartheid.
We defeated apartheid with stones. We defeated apartheid with stones. That's how we defeated this strong army. With apartheid, they come with guns. Our ancestors come with stone. And like today, they want to arrest Julius Malema.
We will defeat you. Let me tell you, I hear all of you saying we are promoting violence. We are not promoting violence.
We are not promoting violence. I hope like this one does not affect my streaming, guys. You know, like when you're streaming and there's this song, hey, it's going to affect you. So people say peaceful, why we are always shouting? Because of he want to hear all Africa to hear him. Yeah, it's to me to stand up, and all African at home abroad stand up. We are moving ahead, the Rainbow Nation together without you.
We are the most peaceful organization. We fight in parliament. We fight in the courts. Every time we fight, we are mad. with violence.
Mm.
When we fight intellectually, they bring bouncers to beat.
Mm. This is a peaceful nation. Let's speak the truth. I was saying this, Doc, we don't have time to play, Doc. You see, like, people like, we have serious things to play. Don't have time to play here. Like, I wanted to say, when, oh my God, I forgot because of this guy. Yeah, Julius Malema is not doing things. It's being triggered by people coming from Europe. They trigger Julius Malema. When he react, they say like EFF, what. Yeah, EFF is fighting for inequality in this country. Where like our people, they have nothing. They have nothing. Our people, they have nothing in their own country. That's where EFF stand. Then they say like, Julius Malema this and this. It's not like that. Let me this one. There's no
Do not buy into the anti-African agenda.
Facts.
Africans are hated everywhere.
Facts.
So Wetu cannot afford to hate Africans. Black people are hated everywhere. When you see a black person, see yourself. When you see a black person, say, my brother, my sister, let's work together to build the African continent so that it can compete with the United States of America.
Look, man, the army. Today is to speak the army when they. It's to speak to the army when they. It's to speak today. The army when they say like we are going to defeat our president. We are going to fight for him. He's always fighting for us. Our president is always fighting for black people. So like today is time.
It can compete with Europe. It can compete with China. You hate Africans, but you don't hate the Chinese. You always say the Africans are taking your jobs. Stop being used on black violence.
Facts. You see, like, this is a sense like when Africans coming together, no one can defeat us. When Africans coming together, no one will defeat us. Whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, when we come together, we become one thing. No one is going to defeat Africa. No one. No one is going to defeat Africa. But if like now we start to hate each other and do that, they are dividing us. And today when we are waiting for pre-sentencing of Julius Malema on 9 o'clock. I'll be live. Make sure you'll be watching this.
Stop being used on an anti-black agenda. Love yourself, and once you love yourself, you love another black person. Now an African who threatens me. African. Like it anale mosadi wa ka like bona le Nigeria a ke na taba le lona shem. Yala le na o ka ra le ba bona ma Nigeria le a tshuwa so.
But the problem is, Julius Malema, these people, they're selling drugs to our kids. That is a problem. That is a big problem. They are selling drugs to our kids. They are selling drugs. But if they're selling drugs and we see, we see they sell drugs, what are we doing as a man? We have a man in South Africa, then we must stand up and say like, you are destroying our country. But these men, they're not doing that. They're about to, you are right, I get Julius Malema and say like, when they see Nigerian, they're scared. Because of if like we say like Nigerians are selling drugs, we see them, why we don't stop them? That's a good question.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared by Julius Malema.
We are one thing that was divided by colonialists because they were threatened by the unity of
All
Africans.
people. Facts. Facts. So don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Can you imagine there is an African currency?
True. The life is changing. African currency, one army, they're going to live in the best life.
But on the currency of Africa, that currency is going to be more powerful than the dollar itself because that currency will be backed by the mineral. Do not buy.
That's true leader right there. Yes, Palestine don't call themselves. You don't have time for that. No, we are so. I don't know people they have mind or what. Huh? They have a problem or what? Dog, this is the only thing we have in South Africa. Hi man. How? Let me my president.
And we came here to come and share with you our story in South Africa and our stuff.
I hate the background songs, man. So guys, this is a beautiful story, yes. But like the problem is the music. I hope there's no music.
South Africa belongs to all who live in.
This is before you become EFF member, because in ANC they didn't want to talk about things that he's addressing. They didn't want to talk about things he's addressing. They want to talk about things they're addressing. Then he opened his own political party so they can be free. This is a democracy country. You understand? You speak your mind, you share your ideas, you share your opinion. You understand? He didn't want to come here. But like now, we see him, our next president, Julius Malema.
Need black and white. Well, fine. We all agree to that. But you must leave it there. You must not go on with it. Because once you say South Africa belongs to all who live in black and white, and we must share in the countries where we thought you were different from Malema. You are the same. They never had a problem with President Mugabe. They gave him awards. They honored him. They said he was the best leader. Up until President Mugabe said Lancaster resolutions and the land. Don't you think you have served too long? What does it?
So like, on like black ownership, we say like black people they own nothing. You know, it's a thing of like, since they believe majority of them like during apartheid, black people have no rights, right? Have no rights to vote, have no rights for right job, have no rights for owning a business. When democracy come, they still behave like that because of they own 70% of the land. Yeah, they thought like that. They thought like that. And when we check it, you know, and we start to become honest and to say like black people own nothing. Yes, they can say things they want to say, but black people they own nothing. We own nothing. You understand?
It means our economy will still be dominated by the minority. Our grandchildren, not even our children. Me and you, Floyd, won't last. We are dying very soon.
Look, we have nothing. We are living in the shacks. There's the number one thing that we need to focus on. Black people have nothing. They are living on the shacks. And why we talk like we have everything? Why we talk like we have everything while we are living in the shack? Because like the life they set for us doesn't make sense.
From the look of things. And we think that fighting for a person to be a receptionist is what the ANC fought for.
Facts. You talk about people with degrees. You are just a worker. And with that degree, you need to pay car loan. With that degree, you need to pay bond or mortgage. You need to buy food. You have nothing. When you lose that job, you are going back home. But when we have the land, your kids are going to benefit there. You're going to run businesses. If you want saloon, needs a land. If you want to run a business, needs a land. If you want to do farm, it needs a land. Your kids, even though they didn't go to school, but knowing how to manage that land, I'm telling you, is the best thing ever.
Hey, they're hiring here reactionaries. Hey, what's wrong? Hey, volunteers are not being hired in the municipality. You want to be hired for what? There was a post for receptionist here. There was a post. We wanted our secretary, regional secretary, strategically to be deployed at the reception. Man, what is strategic about the reception?
It's just to welcome someone. Hey, you're good. Hey, this is the thing. You can go there together. Hey, you know, like this kind of thing. Hey, this is the thing. You can go when you go like down there. There's my God. There's other courses that we need to take serious. Courses like HR, courses like admin, courses like this. There. Because I think like every course in South Africa like is just a course like now. You understand? I believe like courses like now in South Africa, they are just the course by the name. They're just the course by the name. So like it's a course.
That is not what we are fighting for. They told us that colonizers stole the land. It's them who told us. We get this from all these leaders of the ANC. Today they are in government. Of course, we understand they may try to be diplomatic. But you taught us that colonizers stole the land. And when you steal, you commit a crime.
So we are lead. Come on, I don't want to like because of these people. They're not. Hey, this person here, man. So Julius Malema today is Julius Malema today is fighting the and we're going to have people like this going to play while we have serious issues to focus on. Let's go FI. No one can defeat a black nation. Whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. I want the powerful speech. This is the powerful speech I want. I must go back again and listen to this speech. The speech. Someone saying, let's see the comment. Mama, we knew what your son is doing in the world. Protect him from where you are. You are the only person who understands him fully. We need, like it is there. So like, look what your son is doing this to the world. Look what your son is doing to the world. Good. We want our land now. Please vote for EFF. Vote for EFF. Let's listen to Julius Malema talking about the land that's been
Julius Malema.
Our brothers were killed by de Klerk, by Botha, by Malan. They were buried in graves which cannot be identified.
Facts. They were killed. And the question is why they were killed? right? Sorry. There is a question. The question is why they were killed. Why they were killed? This is a question we ask ourselves. Why they were killed, our brothers? Why they were killed from the start? Because of what? You know.
They said to us, we must forget and move forward. We will never forget.
It takes leadership.
You know, like when you start to see you are struggling to raise a black people, how can you forget that your parents were only a big land? How can you forget that? So like today, I'm struggling. It's a question of like, why are you struggling? Why are you struggling? Because of your forefathers were owning the land. So why you are living like this? Why you are living like this? Because your father is everything. But like today, you have nothing.
Bereft of leadership, I say again, to ensure that when other citizens have land in abundance, others are not permitted to have it.
Why is the black nation?
Why is a black nation? Hello guys, if you're watching this, please, if you're watching this video, make sure you're commenting there. Make sure you're commenting. Today we are going to war. Make sure you comment there. Because of today we are waiting Julius Malema to say like no one can destroy a black nation. And this is a light for black people. This is a light. You know? I think like AfriForum method is going to punish EFF, going to punish black people by taking their leader back, but they don't know they are strengthening EFF. So like they wanted to test how EFF is big is. So like now they're going to know how EFF is big is. They are going to know how EFF is big is now. So we are going forward. Let me forget to do this one. Let me forget to this one. Come on, Wi-Fi, we are talking about serious matters here.
No one is going to destroy us.
No one's going to destroy us. No one's going to destroy Julius Malema or AFF. Malema is here to stay.
Because we have an appointment with that future.
Dog, this speech, dog. You see, like this speech, listen.
Don't stop on my way. What is your problem? Why are you saying we must not stop on your way? I've got an appointment, a very important appointment with the future. And you are not going to stop me into making it into that appointment.
You know, like when you know, like when listening to Julius Malema, based on this story, and we have a dream you need to live, we have a goals you need to achieve, and you are listening to Julius Malema based on this, man, it will push you, it will motivate you to say like you must keep on going no matter what.
With the future, they tried it with me, they failed. They buried me alive. They put a concrete on my grave, and they did not know they were planting a seed. Through the concrete, I decided to rise. They couldn't believe it, that I was rising on a concrete.
And he was rising, man, because I remember they stole everything from Julius Malema. SARS. He was so young, making mistakes. They stole everything. And he came back. And he came back so strong. He came back so strong.
Many wrote me off. Articles and articles in the BBC, in the CNN, in the New York Times. I'm not telling you about Kronstadt Times, New York Times.
Overseas. So this thing is the thing that has been ongoing. This thing is the thing that has been ongoing, trying to make Julius Malema to go down. This thing that has been ongoing. But they failed, and they are coming back again.
Malema's future is finished, but I knew that no one has my future in his pocket.
Look, this powerful speech. No one has my future in their pocket. Same to you. No one has your future in your pocket. You are the one of your own future.
I have my own future, and I will decide what I'm going to do with my future. I'm telling you my story to inspire you.
Facts. Not like this story, like when I listened to him, I was like, man, you know, if you think like you've been going through a lot, you know nothing. You know nothing. You know nothing. This is a story that you may listen to and to tell people you know nothing. Just imagine as a man losing everything. So I want to check these things again. Losing everything during apartheid. You guys are like, can a white man join EFF? What if some of us whites want to be part of South African together with all people and not to create? No, you can't join EFF, man. You can join EFF. You can join EFF. We cannot live to a country where like black people, they must always suffer until they die and others they must live the best life. No.
But no one is going to control your future. You are going to decide what's going to happen. As you grow up, when you research on the internet, this, I'm not telling you fiction.
Definitely, SARS took everything to Julius Malema. SARS took everything. When he was so young, and he was speaking this thing about the men must return, they must face historical injustice. They say like, you are the problem. They say, well, now you are the problem. No one can destroy Julius Malema or the EFF.
It's there. Malema's future is finished. It's not going to be anything in society. Malema is going to jail. Hey, what's Baba Mfeja Kabua?
Fact. But I was so young that time. I was so young that time. You know, like sometimes things that we must remember about people like Mugabe. The thing like as black people, we have this mindset of like we cannot build our own country. Number one, that is a problem. That is a problem. If we have the mindset that we cannot build our own country, that's the problem starts there. So these are people who fought Africa unity, who fought against those people who came here and treat us like we're not human. I'm not coming here for views or what. I'm coming here for the facts that our forefathers went through. That caused us to live in the state we are in today. No, I'm not just coming here and just want to know.
Today you say Zimbabwe is in trouble and the trouble of Zimbabwe is caused by Mugabe. It's not true. Who caused the problem of Syria? Who caused the problem of Libya? Who's causing the problem of Venezuela, Afghanistan, and Iraq? All those problems were caused by Mugabe.
So that means they are all the same problem. These are the same problem that are happening. So I ask you, like you are telling me all those problems are caused by Mugabe. That's what you are telling me.
Destabilizing those countries were caused by Mugabe. What is common with all these countries, including Zimbabwe, is the fact that imperialism intervened. And we always know that when imperialism intervenes, it destabilizes countries, and those countries never recover.
They never recover. They never recover.
From imperialist intervention. That's what Zimbabwe is suffering from. When they took their land, when they took their economy, the imperialists imposed sanctions on them. We challenge imperialism. Lift the sanctions.
They said that this guy is a Bura. He's the one who don't like, like guys, in South Africa there is this thing called BBE to fix what happened during apartheid, right? Because during apartheid, black people have no rights. Black people are owning nothing. You're not allowed to own a shop. You're not allowed to get a good job. So like now when they try to make everyone to be equal, they are fighting. The land must be returned. We must be equal. How can others own 70% of the land and the majority own 4%? When they talk, EFF is wrong, ANC is wrong. Then they say like, if you're not happy, leave then. We're not going to come there to nurse your feelings. Our people are struggling. Eh? And then they tell them very well, so like, we are struggling, we have nothing. Right? But for them, it's the special treatment that they've been receiving during apartheid. Even like now, we must receive, and black people must suffer.
And let's see
Leave.
if black people will never run a successful economy. Let the black Zimbabweans fail on their own without imperialism sanctions. We want the sanctions in Zimbabwe removed.
Definitely.
I want to tell you now that one day when those sanctions are removed, some of you who are beating up Zimbabweans here.
Definitely. It's like, if you fail, you grow. If you are a businessman, you understand. Doesn't mean all the tests that you wrote during your degree, you never failed. You failed others you got half. Right? This is how life works. Doesn't mean like when you fail, you are dumb. Doesn't mean that. And when you are failing, you are growing. When you are failing, you are growing. So when Mugabe said like, no one going to take my people's land, like he done a beautiful thing because Zimbabweans, they own their land. And is their choice now as a citizen to like, yeah, Buras, they can come to farm here. But they know Buras like this land owned by Zimbabweans, not in South Africa.
Some of you who are hating on Zimbabweans here, you are going to work for them.
Fact. They have the land. You have nothing. You have nothing. You say we have degree. Degree is what? It's nothing degree compared to a land. Degree means we're a worker. And we need to put to order so people they can understand it.
They will be owning their mines. They will be owning their retail. They will be owning their banks. They will be owning their land.
They will.
You call them foreigners. What is the definition of a foreigner? A foreigner is a person who comes into your country without papers, doesn't have anything to show.
So that means we are foreigners. As a black, you are a foreigner. You have no land. You are high. You are hearing everything. You understand? Well, you can think about it. You are working in something. You have nothing. You have nothing under your names. Those buildings they built for workers.
That includes you. You are foreigners because you have nothing to show. You go around claiming this is your country. Let's go outside. Show me papers that confirms you are the owner of this country. There's nothing. You don't own anything. Yet you call people foreigners. You are a foreigner yourself because you do not own
the land. The land.
Foreign.
The land. The land. You can see we have leaders who fought for us, leaders who died. That's how men die. Dying fighting for their own people. That's true men die. You can't die in tavern. People like the men we have like now. We have the men who are dying in tavern. You must die fighting.
Means visitors. Visitors are people who just come empty-handed with a small bag. When the time permits, they go. That's you. You are renting. You are much.
You are renting. Whether you have masters and what, whether you have what, you are renting. Yeah.
From the hostels, beating up people that they must leave South Africa, yet you do not own a hostel. You are paying a rent in that hostel. You can be removed yourself from that hostel. You are telling people to leave your country. You come from an apartment, you come from a flat, you come from a house, you have no paper. When you return back home,
I was right. I was right to say like, you have nothing. You have a degree, you are working, you are paying rent, you have nothing though. You need to wake up. Hey, wake up. Wake up. When the kids die, they will never inherit your degree. When you leave this world, your kids will never inherit your degree. And you know that. You know very well, so like they will never inherit your degree. And when you say EFF is the only way, people they want to make some argument. You say like, why you want to make an argument? Because of you can see when EFF is the only way that is fighting for a black child. So why you come here and want to make it a big deal? And God bless all Africa. These are only 5 comments. You understand, based on this. And Malema is telling you, he's not saying nothing. When you own nothing, you are nothing. If you want it in a respectful way, because people they have to be respected. So like me like that, respect me. I'm the doctor. Doctor who's renting. You are a doctor, but you are renting. Dr. Mama, you don't own the land. You have nothing. You are borrowing money in the bank. You own the bank, you own the mortgage. Like, I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor. Doctor in why you own nothing?
after taking out Zimbabweans, the white man will be at the door showing you the way out of the rented flat, out of the rented house, out of the rented apartment. You have nothing to show. Yet you claim this is your country. You have nothing. You are defending a white man's property. This South Africa is owned by a white man.
Wow, man, wow. The truth, you know, like when he speak the truth, I don't know if I'm watching this, when he speak like this, it beats me inside. You know, I don't know you, but me, it beats me like inside. When he's shouting like this, it beats me out inside. It beats me inside, yeah. Shouting, like, why are you shouting? Why are you shouting the truth like that? And I feel it in my bones, like, oh, Malema, man.
This South Africa is controlled by the white man. Don't tell me this is your country.
So don't tell me this is your country. Don't tell me because of you have no proof to show this is your country. You have no proof at all. So like, don't tell me this is your country. You are telling me things that I don't know. You own nothing.
When people are burning buildings, you are rushing protecting them. Those are not your buildings. Those are white man's building.
Mm. Mm.
You have nothing
To show.
Stop hating on your future employers.
Mm.
These people are going to hire you.
Mm. And it's telling the truth. Because of you will never understand. You will never understand because of you are small-minded. So how can you understand because of you are small-minded? How can you understand when you are small-minded? How?
They are the most polite people. Even when they are educated, they still work for small jobs that pay nothing. They don't have pride. They know that you have to work to serve and feed your families. That's why they are here. One day, like it almost happened in Cuba when Obama wanted to lift the embargo against Cuba. One day it is going to happen. I pray to the ancestors of the revolution that it happens when I'm still alive, so that I can...
Dog, when you don't have the land, there's a problem. When you don't have the land, that is a problem. Because land is everything. Land is everything. Yeah, you can say things you want to say. You can do things you want to do. But the land is everything. Yes, we can talk the way we want to talk. We can do things we want to do. But without the land, you are nothing. Without the land, you are nothing.
Replay these videos and say, I warned you about harassing your future employers. I warned you about exploiting the people who are going to share their land with you because they've done it before. Why didn't Mugabe take the land immediately? He waited for you to get your freedom. Because had Mugabe take the land immediately, it would have caused a serious problem to a point where South Africa will not be liberated. They were a frontline state. They gave us...
They were a frontline state.
A passage. They accommodated us. We stayed in their homes. They gave us food. They gave us shelter. They never called us names. Today it's our turn to say thank you. We become animals.
Hi, Malema. Guys, you're watching this. Hi, man. Hi, man, Malema. If you're watching this and you're not clapping, you're not subscribing for me to get motivated and go to watch the live together. Hi, man. It's like today, you black people, if you're watching this, you think you are better than others. When they were beating you during apartheid, the Zimbabweans were there for you. There was a frontline state. So if you don't know your history, if you don't know where you come from, if you don't know where you are going, it's a problem. There's a big problem. He said like Mugabe supposed to took the land from whites that time, but he relaxed because if he see like black people are not treated like human, and we are all black people, we are all Africans, and he see like they are not treating like people. He said like, no, I'll take the land after democracy. Waiting for you, hope you're going to do the same thing. Because of, we say like, when they take South Africa, take back their country, because of they can stay in Zimbabwe, because of what's happening there. When they're in democracy, we are all taking our land as Africans. But Nelson Mandela, like when I taught Nelson Mandela, when I was growing up, people they used to say like, I never understand. I was very young, you know. I was very young when when they were talking about Nelson Mandela. They say like he's a sellout. It's what? You understand? And I hate songs, guys. I hate songs, and this is a beautiful speech. I need to go share that. Like there's this one I like is beautiful speech. This is what's happening today.
Behind me is thousands of EFF supporters who are marching along the streets of East London in the Eastern Cape. As you can see, the streets are painted red with the red berets marching all over the place. As you would know, the leader, Julius Malema, is set to appear in the East London Magistrates Court tomorrow for pre-sentencing. I'm sure you remember that a few months ago, he was found guilty for contravening gun laws related to that 2018 rally. He was seen firing shots into the air. So the EFF Youth Command leader, Sihle Lonzi, is expected to address the thousands of EFF supporters that you see right there. Really, really a large crowd that has come from all over the country to support their leader, Julius Malema. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Behind me is thousands of EFF supporters.
What I think is Julius Malema is going nowhere. Julius Malema is not going. If you don't like Julius Malema, you can beg. You can go beg who? You know? And let's see this beautiful guys. Let's listen just to listen. Listen there.
Look, I don't think AfriForum has much standing in South African society, and it's laughable for them to think they have a moral authority to lecture us on racism. They're the ones who have been defending the apartheid flag and fighting for it to be so high in this country, a flag that has been representative of cruelty and human rights violations in this country since apartheid times. They are the ones who will defend this stem. A song that was sung at Flag Plus when our people were being tortured, who were fighting for the liberation of this country. So there's no moral authority that AfriForum has, but also there's no numerical authority they will ever have to undermine the growth of the EFF, to undermine the influence of the EFF in terms of the public debate in society. There's nothing they can do. So there's no way forward we're going to chart with an aspirant Avia Buremach group that is interested in protecting the rights and the land that was stolen from African people and protecting a minority by stoking up non-existent genocidal calls. They are creating if you can ask him what genocide means now, he can't tell you. He can't give you statistical evidence that links the single of kill the poor, kill the farmer to the murder of people. So there's no way forward we can chart with an organization that is using Swat Khafar to fundraise. That is what they are doing. And that
if you're watching this, you are not clapping your hands, you are the problem to society. If you're watching this or not clapping, you are the problem in society. Don't say you are the problem. Yes, you. What guys are you focusing all wrong? How about actually listening to what is one thing? If you still love my flag, prepare to fight for it again. I feel we need to say no more. It's like you wanted to punch in the face for me. Trust me, justice will be served. Who is EFF? Never heard of them. I will never thought I hear myself saying this, but I'm voting for EFF now on. AfriForum is a lobby group, that's not a political party. They must go back to AfriForum have never won a single debate against anyone. You EFF are also stupid, prove it. They still there. They still the land. You from Africa, you from Europe. You from Europe, where you can stay in South Africa 20 years, 50 years, 100 years, but the fact is you from Europe. AfriForum does not represent. This is a conversation, this is a debate. I know people want to watch this and feel attacked. Like I said, no one is attacked. It's a debate. This man speaking so far is probably forget what he was said afterwards. Why do everybody goes back to the past? Nobody came back from then. Move on. Where is the land? How can you move on without the land? The reason we talk about these things is because we want the land of our forefathers back. We will only move forward after everything from the past has been settled in terms of land, economy, apologizing for genocide that happened during apartheid. We are not Mandela. Wow, this is a powerful statement. AfriForum is a racist organization which must regulate to USA. They had to ask it and wonder why they are doing here. Yeah, Trump said like, my people, Africa, South Africa, you know it's for black people. Come back, I give you refugees. They refuse. You go AfriForum, you go for AfriForum. I promise you, EFF will never run this country. If they do, people will have to leave South Africa like millions. Yeah, let them leave. Let them live. Not black people. Black people, they have no place to live. They have nowhere to run. They have no place to run. Let me listen to this.
When people demand water, they get shot at and killed by the government.
It's time this man to be a president.
When people demand better living conditions, the response of the state is to kill those people.
Julius Malema's speech make everyone cry, emotional, part 3. No, there's other one I want. He was talking about this, and that one man is, dog, who are you, ma? When I'm also go this, why you also go this so ma? We're talking about the state of economy. Talk about the state of economy.
The white people have benefited, my man. You must never run away from them.
I'm not disagreeing.
And when we talk liberation, it's liberation of black people in general and Africans in particular. And those people must feel that somebody is fighting for them. I think you're calling for disaster.
You're calling for disaster, Julius.
Let me tell you, you'll have an unled revolution. Unled revolution is anarchy. Once this...
But I get this point. Just imagine what will happen. So I feel like EFF wants to do things with order, right? Same as ANC, man, about the land without paying compensate. They want to do things with order, not like people like what happened during apartheid. You know what they've done to us. So EFF don't want to do things like that. What happened to us during apartheid? We're beating. We were kicking away, you understand? You don't want to do things like that. For me, I understand very well. I understand very well.
It's marginalized. Once these people who are oppressed don't feel represented, they are going to come for me and you. Especially ourselves who stay in the suburbs. So somebody must make them feel accommodated. Somebody must be seen to be fighting for them so that they don't stand up on their own unled and then create anarchy. So the EFF closes that gap and says to them, don't be that angry, we're attending to your issues. The white people have benefited, my man. You must never run away from them.
I'm not disagreeing.
And when we talk...
They benefited. Now they're living their best life. You can see when you go to university, man. Driving cars, living the best life. And they want us to struggle like this, man. They want us to struggle. It go like it's their joy to see a black child struggling. They enjoy it. This one I want.
And we came here to come and share with you our story in South Africa and our struggles and sufferings which we're going through in the country on a daily basis.
Educate the world, Julius Malema. Educate the world, man. Yeah? Educate this world to tell them what we are going through as a black people. Tell them what we're going through as a black people.
And this platform is a very correct platform because we come from a country where students are in the forefront of the struggle. We come from a country where students are leading the struggle against colonialism. We come from a country where students are fighting against white supremacy and a capitalist system that has divided our country and excluded the indigenous people of South Africa and Africa as a whole.
Black people that are struggling in their own country.
It is the students of South Africa following the speech of the EFF in Parliament of South Africa that demanded that Rhodes must fall.
Too emotional. I feel like crying. So like guys, like now I know it's time for us to go to live for Julius Malema, the next president of this country, the only person who fighting for a black child. You understand?
They do not say Rhodes must fall because of their hatred of white people. But they said Rhodes must fall because they hated what Rhodes represented.
Guys, are you there? Are you listening, man?
A white supremacy. A system that projected white people as superior.
Facts. People think like we are better than this. This Hunevant, he standing there and he said, whites who are skilled, they are leaving South Africa because of BBE. So like he's telling us, what he's telling us is like, you want to say like, the reason our country is like this is because of it's not in white's hands. So like whites are not get employed, they're leaving this country, blah blah blah, and do those kind of things. And when it comes to my mind, as I think, I was like, this guy does not respect us. I was like, this guy does not respect us. And that's the problem start. If you don't respect us, you make me angry. You make me angry if you don't respect the owners of this country.
And black people as inferior, a system that subjected black people to a situation where they were denied education so that they can be suppliers of cheap labor.
Doing about it. Boo, Malema, boo, boo.
Rhodes took our land. Rhodes introduced a system that led to a black genocide.
Boo, Malema.
Rhodes exploited our minerals and natural resources and left South Africa without anything that will demonstrate that this country.
You see, like why we are waiting for Julius Malema. You understand, like now, why we want to see this man into power. You get it or you don't get it? You should explain it why you want Malema into power. We should get it that way. Why we say Julius Malema must be the president of this country. Because he understands the struggle of a black child. He understands the pain that our forefathers went through. He understands the pain after the pain after the pain of our forefathers went through. So like now you can understand why we want this man to lead us. You understand it now?
It's a mineral-rich country. We cannot continue to celebrate people who represented a racial divide of our people. So the students in South Africa are demanding, and they've succeeded.
Free education. Free education.
Everything else that represents backwardness and racial division and hatred of black people should not be celebrated.
And like now he's calm, you know, It's very calm, explaining to them. So like guys, so like nobody can destroy it because of it destroy itself. You can say that. You know that people are going to be came here and shaky. Don't get disturbed by those people who came and get shaky when Julius Malema is doing the most.
The students, after the defeat of those who believed that those who perpetuated white supremacy should be celebrated, they went further to demand that education should not be a commodity.
I'm a guess this country must be run by EFF. Yes, they say like yes, like I want to talk to black people who have the mindset of like I want to talk to black people who have this mindset of like they cannot run the country. I want to have that mindset. So like you can run your country. No one is coming where you come from. No one is coming where they coming from to make sure they build this country. They are all coming here to take, and you are responsible to build your country.
It must be free for all. Because education is a right, protected and enshrined in the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. They agreed, those students, that no university in South Africa should increase fees because fees as they are now.
Guys, let's go to live session. My name is MD. Let me put this. Let me put this to say like, dog. We as a black people, we must start to run our own country. No someone coming from Europe, coming from India, coming from Chinese is going to build this country. We are responsible to build our country. Youth, let's go with AFF and make sure we change our country and we embrace our culture, we worship our ancestors, and we are going forward. Thank you so much. Bye. Wale.